gonna start it up, I guess. There we go. The Viper. And we got snow. It came down yesterday like you wouldn't believe, and it looks like it's starting up again. Oh. And to think, just a couple of days ago, I was walking around, there was hardly any snow, and I had a bonfire going, a bit of one. Put that there. Make sure it is. So that was that. So the camera was just over here, the game camera. Oh, I forgot to get the mail now. I'll get it on the way back. I gotta get to the city. I have a foot care thing going on. Oh, watch out for the neighbor here. A Nova Scotia truck he's got. Well, imagine that. It must be a Nova Scotia company. Huh. Oh, watch out. First whoop-de-doo. That's where the culvert has collapsed. Oh, jeez, it's not very good out here. Let's flip her over to the old snow. So, oh, there's some sunshine, there's hope. If the sun can get out, we might be able to get rid of some of this. Or if the sun gets out, we can get rid of some of this snow. It might be even gone by the time we come back. We shall see. And my wife wants a treat of the week. Well, we won't be going to no KFC. I haven't had lunch. I had 4 clementine oranges for breakfast, just to get something on my stomach before I take my medicine in the morning. And last night after I took my medicine, I felt somebody punched me right in the hiatal hernia there area. Boy, that smarted for a while. Anyway, we'll get the old toes done. The other day I had to dig in there myself and try to free out that ingrown toenails I keep getting on the same side, on the inside of my, or on the outside of my toe, each foot. And it didn't help matters much, stubbing my toe a couple of times. The day before, that'd be Friday. So Saturday was like, let's see if I can do any yoga. I got my foot up where I can get both hands onto it. It's not an easy task to do. But if you're younger, you probably know that. It's, or you will know that when you get older. So, here's another whoop-de-doo. Easy to find right now. Just knock the teeth right out of your head. We've invited the minister for the roads here and all that stuff. And he sent us this flimsy freaking letter saying it may, I think it says, I can't remember exactly, there's not enough people living on this road. And last year, apparently, they put $25,000 worth of gravel. Well, for what I pay to get some gravel put on, or crushed rock on our road, our driveway, that's about $500. So those big trucks is one. What I'm getting to is that there's only one truck comes down here with some gravel, and he dumps it somewhere and takes off. It's a shame, really. Oh, another one. Boom. There we go. I wonder if Mr. D's gone. Oh, there he He's going to go out to Vancouver and British Columbia, I think it is, more a larger location. It's all windows as a foreman. Good luck, Donnie. And this road wouldn't be so bad if it was still frozen, but the top is all thawed out, or getting thawed out, so these potholes will never be cured until that freaking grader comes down here. Now, if he comes down here now, it's going to leave a bigger mess than. I like to see that minister come down here with his own car, actually. Now, see, somebody went in the ditch there. It's not uncommon for people to lose their a bunch of tires. We've lost one. Alignment gets banged out of whack. Rocks going through the windshield. We had one. It didn't go quite through, but it made a hole big enough that it cost us, I can't remember, $100 I think to fix it. That's just putting glue in it. I think they put crazy glue in it and they kind of put some pressure on it and suck it right into the crack. Anyway, that was happening just about a year after we had the vehicle, so that'd be 2018, so that's 6 years ago. I'm kind of fortunate that way, but we don't go a lot of places. So, yeah. Oh, man. That's... It'll get better after we get onto the chip seal, I hope. Because they don't come down here to grader it very often either. There's a hole there, just over on the side of the road. Somebody stuck a tree in it and a piece of flagging tape. And if you're following close behind somebody, you're bound to hit it if you're over too far. Coming up is the worst part. See, we have no crown in the road. That's why the water's all running down the middle here. She's a dirty place. You can see where it warmed up the other day, where the people were sunk right into the frig, here we go. This is one of the very worst ones. It's pretty well unavoidable. It's kind of a shame that we can't, invite people up to the house this time of year, because I don't want to listen to them complaining about the road. And if they were going to come up, it would be better to arrange it after the grader's gone through here, cleaned it up. Oh, we got another hole right in front of us. I hope you can see it. That's the second hole. That's a good one. There's another grader, or another culvert washed out. And what they'll do is the grader guy will chew up a little extra on the top here and push it all over inside the hole. And then the water, when we get a lot of water, it'll push it away, push it all down to the other side. Now up here, I think I should come down here and get some of this. Oh, there's another one's crushed. Because I know it's going to start. Now just up here is where the chip seal starts. And on the left, the other day, coming by, there was a whole bunch of gravel. I can't see, it's under the snow, but they're trying to fill in this mess, because sometimes the bus has to turn around there because they didn't plow. They can't get up the road to pick the kids up for school. Then it falls on the parents to take them probably to the school. Now, if they're little kids, there's a school just up when we get onto the main road here. And you turn right, and it's straight ahead. But if it's a high school, there's one in Nakawik, and there's another two in the city. That's it. So it's kind of a shame that these little guys, these kids, all of them actually, have to depend upon a freaking school bus and the grader and the weather to be able to go to school. It was a lot different when I was a kid. I had to walk a mile to get to the pickup spot. And if I missed the bus, holy frig, it was a long walk home. You could always hitchhike, but you still had a couple of miles to go up to our place. And if you couldn't get on hitchhike out of the city, it was about, I don't know, close to 100 blocks away where my mom and dad lived. Now, I had a girlfriend way back there, way back then. Man, that girl could walk. Because we never really had much in the way of money, and if we went downtown together to look around and stuff and whatever, she would walk all the way home. And from downtown, that's about 100 blocks. And I was about 60 blocks from her house. So, it was far away. She turned out to be a nurse too. Oh, look at this, all salt here now. Yes, sir. I got 45 minutes to get there. I got to pick up the pace because I was waiting for the little woman to make sure I got the letter to take to the doctor's office, and he's not open Mondays. He's not open Fridays. Slip it under the door, she said. I got to go up in the medical center to the top floor in the slowest elevator within 1,000 miles. Wow. This is just the life. Yesterday, we had the little ones out, their mom and dad, and it was a stressful day too. And our house usually only has some barking dogs once in a while, and that's once in a while. When these kids come, they're barking pretty well steady. And it's loud, because it's on top of what the kids are making noise on. I don't mind them coming and all that, but it's tough. And we really need more help from the parents when they come, because my wife is flat out busy. She cleans the floor up, makes sure it's nice and mopped and dry and mopped and mopped up. So to keep it clean, make sure that we have to keep the dogs on another side of a gate the whole time. And if the weather was nasty like it was, we don't usually let them out because we're trying to avoid the dogs getting wet and developing a hot spot, which just keeps getting bigger and bigger until we can get the cream on it. And we can't do that with Storm. He won't let you touch him. Not with a 10-foot pole you can. Now there's a fellow in the middle of your truck. Truck. It looks familiar, but I can't say who it is. I have to think that one out. Well, I gotta go downtown first. So, let's see. Best way there, I guess, is all the roundabouts. Take the turn off to go over to Regent Street. Go up Regent. And I'll show you where she parked the other day. And I had to hurry up and go down and get my license renewed. And that was like 2 blocks. So I gotta go right by there. And the next big thing is, I gotta remember. Empty coffee cup. These people here probably continually picking coffee cups up. Oh. Whoa. That tree has got to get fixed. That tree looks dead. Yeah, they've torn, this house here on the right is going to get torn down. I'll show you, there's another one up here that just got torn down. That looks like another one to tear down. Hey, we're going. This one on the right here is getting torn down. They tore the one on the left down. And I think there was one more up here somewhere, but I may be wrong. There's like 3 or 4 properties that the gas station people own. And it's kind of nice that they're going to clean it up. Like they have all the equipment to do it. I'm not sure so much about the bulldozer, but they definitely have excavators and stuff like that. I think they do have a bulldozer because they make roads off into the woods so guys can go in there logging and stuff like that. And a couple of gravel trucks, I think. And when we're driving on the Dorn Ridge Road, if you back it up, when I cross the 2 bridges on the right, they got some kind of a repair shop going on there. Plus they make these conveyor belts for doing gravel and crushed rock. And they don't sell the black rock that people put on their driveways. It's a different color, and I think it's like it's kind of a brown color. So that's that. And we're due to get our wallets cleaned out once more. The government of Canada is raising the carbon tax 23%. The provincial government here is raising the price of gasoline 20%. The NB Power, where we get our electricity from, there's another 9.8%. And groceries, all the stores and grocery stores are raising theirs an additional 5% because of the increase in fuel. Next, we got problems because that friggin' idiot in Ottawa wants the farmers to find an alternative to using fertilizer and to produce more with less. Well, since 1973, what we got here? Power poisoning. Or cable, it better not be an ambulance. Probably not. No, it's post office. So since the oil embargo in 1973, that was it. Gasoline here, well not here, but in Alberta, went from about 25 or 30 cents a gallon. All of a sudden it was like 80 cents a liter. So you do the math, that's a significant amount of money. Now, my friend in the States says that we're paying about $6.90 for a US gallon. That's like double or more of what he's paying. But I bet you it's more than that. So I didn't get the price of fuel back there. We have to spot it when we go to the city if we pay attention. And that's what we're paying now. On April 1st, that's when we get our wallets emptied. It's freaking crazy. Here's another quick one. Fact. The Quebec government has raised their deficit from $4 billion to $11 billion. Now, where do these governments that we vote in there think all this money comes from? Yeah, you're thinking the same thing as me. And you know that? They get all kinds of allowances that are tax-free. I'm not so much sure about their salary, but their allowance is about equal to their salary. And it's pretty good money. And the sad thing is, people won't do a damn thing. Not yet. It's terrible what's going on. Anyway, we might not be getting a flood this year. That's about the only good news I got for you. We'll tell shortly when we go along the river. Jeez. I hate griping. I just don't have a lot to get excited for anymore. Man, my dad, he's probably wrong over the grave with all this things going on. Oh well. So I installed Wolfenstein on my computer, and for those of you that don't know, it's kind of like a World War II movie with big Russian machine gun guys and some monsters, and you got to do all this running around. It's fun, but it doesn't seem to want to work quite yet. And if it doesn't, I'll give it to my son. He can try it on his computer and get it going. Yahoo for him. I got some Oro games that I found in the basement when I was doing all the cleanup. So, Jesus, 35 minutes to get there. Plus, I got to find a place to freaking park. So let's haul some ass here. Okay, let's go. Whoosh. Well, you should see the little woman when she steps on the gas. That throws you right back in the chair. Okay, here's some of the cheaper gas. $1.57 and $1.82. Well, it's come down. So it's not $6.90 a gallon anymore. Costco would be about 4 cents less than that. And I'm not so sure if they have diesel at the pumps or not. Maybe they do. When you buy gasoline only, you don't kind of notice that. Now, some of the hardest hit with diesel prices are the truckers and the farmers. And then all that extra cost of fuel, it just falls on the consumers. That's poor slobs. I'm usually looking out over the river to see where the water level is. Don't look to the left on the way into the city. And usually there's some islands that, if you look at the St. John River downstream of the dam, there's quite a few islands between both parts of the river. There's one river on this bank, there's another part on the other bank. And these islands are submerged when the spring flood comes, and it don't look like we're going to get it. Which means we could be into more forest fires again this year. It's been not too bad here, but Alberta, British Columbia, the Yukon, Saskatchewan, and probably Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec was the worst amount of fires in history. Look at that. Geese are back. Some ducks. These freaking geese, man, I'm telling you, they still got a couple thousand miles to go. Every time they migrate. Now here's an odd fact I didn't know. Mexico protects the ravens. Here people just blast them. I don't think they should be, but perhaps crows are too hard to hit. But I remember being told that when I was in Mexico. Yeah. That can be hot down there too. Okay, we're in the city of Fredericton. And half an hour to get there, so I'll be okay. Yeah, Friday I got my hand x-rayed. So I'm really hoping that they see something in there that they can fix. And I'm scheduled to get my shoulder fixed so I don't have these two buggered up limbs, we'll say. And the other day, I got a real bad Charlie horse in my leg. I'm bending over trying to light that dumb fire in the backyard. they got some big rocks around the outside. You have to step over the big rocks into the fire pit so you can get down low and lean over and strike the match and try to get the paper working right away. See if you can get it lit. Well, it took a few minutes. And then later on in the Saturday, my legs started to feel sore on the thigh. And by the time yesterday came, I thought today I'd be walking with a cane, but it's coming around. I don't know why it's me. It has all these bang-ups. I guess it's the way it was when I was younger. Rough and tumbles. Ooh, better slow down. Sure as hell don't want a ticket. Where my wife parked, the parking meter guy came up. I only had, I think, a dime or something like that in my wallet. So I put the dime in there and she had 9 minutes. Well, I guess the parking meter guy come up. And she was about to get a ticket. She come flying out. She talked the guy out of it, saying that she had no more money left to stick it in there because there was a big delay where I'm waiting to come back from getting my license renewed. And I actually went through there fairly quick. Didn't have to sit for no more than about 5 minutes because they have a better system, a number on the TV, and they tell you what counter to go to. They have a bunch of different letters too, so certain people get directed right away to where they gotta go. I didn't have to wait too long. Had to get a new picture. I had to get another second picture so that we could get one with my eyes open, because I don't like stuff getting in my eyes, so I kind of keep my eyes just slit into the little slits. Anyway. So we got all that done. Didn't have to pay. And I was winded both ways. I could hardly freaking breathe. Yeah, there's the beaver house right there. It's been there for as long as I know. I would think this pile of woods here, because it is in the city limits, they're going to be like these apartments up here. They're going to fill them in with dirt from somewhere, because this is the river valley, so there's hills to get dirt. A few thousand loads of gravel or whatever, sand, earth, dirt, whatever they put in there. And they'll have more places for more houses. And it's bad enough as it is getting across the river. I think we're just going this lane. The high-speed lane here. And I'll get myself another large triple on the way home. And that, I found out, is 20 ounces. And what I want for my birthday, just two things. I want a 20-ounce Yeti insulated mug that's in lime green with Dad on it and some other swirls. That's all I want. And it's a Rambler edition, so it's got set up for more rough and tumble. Okay, we can go. Okay, that's it. Everybody can go. Everybody can go. Oh, we got some things up here. new. And I want some more pairs of compression socks. So they really help my legs keep the swelling down. Man, my legs a couple years ago, maybe even last year, they were so swollen that my socks, it must have been an inch thick over the top of my socks where the swelling of my ankles was. It was so bad that my shins was blistering. And the freaking doctor took an extra couple of months before he finally dealt with the issue. And got me on another water pill. But anyway, I'm all out of whack. I usually don't like to drive anymore. I let my wife do that. Okay, what's going on here? Everybody's freaking stopping. Oh, here's a nice little car. A Challenger. I had one of those back in the day. A 74 with a 318 in it, which wasn't the big motors back then. You could get a couple of motors like I think it's a 1974. You could get a 440. You could get maybe a 383 or a 360 and a 340. But the 318 was one of the engines that there's more engines of those, I think, than any other kind on the planet. Anyway, I took my dad out. I was real proud to have him in the car with me. And I sped her up. It was going real fast. On the way back home on the 4-lane highway, there wasn't a lot of traffic on it. Not like this. There was hardly any cars. And I was flying. I was going well over 100. All of a sudden, I seen this black thing like a crow go flying by the front of the car. And I said, "Did you see that, Dad? That bird?" He says, "No." He says, "I think that's the chunk of your tire." Well, when we slowed down, that's what it was. My back rear tire came apart. Which way? Okay, I can go this way. This is even shorter. So we're not going to show you where I went. This time I had 20 minutes, but I got to find a place to park. That's free. Because the meters don't work for us. I got to turn on the first left turn. After this light, I think. And when I get out, I'm not sure if I'm on the right street or not. No, probably not. So we're going to turn left at the next light. After this one. And this bridge we were on is called this Westmoreland Bridge, and this is Westmoreland Street. And we used to get the passports renewed in that brick building on the right. And there's a St. Louis Bar and Grill up there. And we won't be going back there either. It's as bad as Montana's. Okay, everybody go left. Come on, let's go. You snooze, you lose. And here we are. Right here I gotta go. And do I have a parking spot? I do. I really do. The farthest one there is, but oh, that's for babies. Some jerk off better not come racing in behind me. There we go. watch out that window and I got a freaking dirty man. Where's the car? Where's that truck? Yeah, we'll have to do it. Let's see if we can just do it without the hair. Clean the mirror when I get out. Okay, there you go. There's nothing on the right, so that's good. This is the first time somebody offered me a parking place. Now we back up until it beeps. This is soon. There it is. Okay. And I'll turn this off, and when I come back, I'll put a new battery in it. Or I'll just start this up and see what I got left. Okay, here we go again. Okay. The letter was there. What luck. The door was unlocked. I could hand it to her and take right off. Oh, frig, look at the cars. What's going on here? Some politician died. Okay. It's going, I guess. Now, I gotta decide again what the treat of the week is going to be, she said. Bring home the treat of the week. She don't drink coffee. And she means more than donuts. Now, will the burger last that long? We'll just have a quick scan when we're up here. We had pizza, I think, last night or the night before. You know, I used to live on pizzas, burgers. Not anymore. Something about the flavor. The pizzas are still okay if you get like a good one. But something about the burgers. Okay. Huh. Well, too bad, pal. So, my brain is going overtime. Could try Popeyes for 2 chicken sandwiches. And I could get, yeah, that sounds interesting. I could get a coffee across the street first. Yeah, let's do that. No fries. No, nothing else. Very good, let's go in here. Okay. Oh, gotta go, go. Alright, what do we got here? There's nothing to eat over there, or there, or there. Oh, there's a Tim's there, but that's, I want to go to that one. And we don't want to go to McDonald's, and definitely no KFC. What do they got over there? There's nothing in that mall. I don't think anymore. And then there's A&W way down here. And then there's fish and chip place, but you gotta get that. You have to eat that fresh. If you get there early enough, the grease will be okay. I mean, like it's not that burnt greasy. Oily fish is worse. Oh, no, all the little ones are out. I wonder how many cigarettes are lit up there. So, What else we got here? No. I thought Subway wouldn't be a bad idea, but I think Popeyes is better. What time is it? 4 o'clock. Do I get 2? Or do I get 3? Oh, jeez. I think we're just going to roll up and get it. Let the fish the old credit card out. There we go. Come on, boys. Let's go. Hop, hop, hop. And we didn't make it. Well, and there's no real other place to go. Let's see, there's a pizza place there. Oh, green light. Oh, we got lucky. Gotta wake up here. Okay, we gotta get in this lane. Boy, what a nice turn of events there. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, we'll let the little white guy go. They've torn, this house here on the right is going to get torn down. I'll show you, there's another one up here that just got torn down. Well, it looks like another one to tear down. There we go. This one on the right here is getting torn down. They tore the one on the left down. And I think there was one more up here somewhere, but I may be wrong. There's like 3 or 4 properties that the gas station people own. And it's kind of nice that they're going to clean it up. Like they have all the equipment to do it. I'm not sure so much about the bulldozer, but they definitely have excavators and stuff like that. I think they do have a bulldozer because they make roads off into the woods so guys can go in there logging and stuff like that. And a couple of gravel trucks, I think. And when we're driving on the Dorn Ridge Road, if you back it up, when I cross the 2 bridges on the right, they got some kind of a repair shop going on there. Plus they make these conveyor belts for doing gravel and crushed rock. And they don't sell the black rock that people put on their driveways. It's a different color, and I think it's like it's kind of a brown color. So that's that. And we're due to get our wallets cleaned out once more. The government of Canada is raising the carbon tax 23%. The provincial government here is raising the price of gasoline 20%. The NB Power, where we get our electricity from, there's another 9.8%. And groceries, all the stores and grocery stores are raising theirs an additional 5% because of the increase in fuel. Next, we got problems because that friggin' idiot in Ottawa wants the farmers to find an alternative to using fertilizer and to produce more with less. Well, since 1973, what we got here? Power poisoning. Or cable, it better not be an ambulance. Probably not. No, it's a post office. So since the oil embargo in 1973, that was it. gasoline here, well not here, but in Alberta, went from about 25 or 30 cents a gallon. All of a sudden it was like 80 cents a liter. So you do the math, that's a significant amount of money. Now, my friend in the States says that we're paying about $6.90 for a U.S. gallon. That's like double or more of what he's paying. But I bet you it's more than that. So I didn't get the price of fuel back there. We have to spot it when we go to the city if we pay attention. And that's what we're paying now. On April 1st, that's when we get our wallets emptied. It's freaking crazy. Here's another quick one. Fact. The Quebec government has raised their deficit from $4 billion to $11 billion. Now, where do these governments that we vote in there think all this money comes from? Yeah, you're thinking the same thing as me. And you know that? They get all kinds of allowances that are tax-free. I'm not so much sure about their salary, but their allowance is about equal to their salary. And it's pretty good money. And the sad thing is, people won't do a damn thing. Not yet. It's terrible what's going on. Anyway, we might not be getting a flood this year. That's about the only good news I got for you. We'll tell shortly when we go along the river. Jeez. I hate griping. I just don't have a lot to get excited for anymore. Man, my dad, he's probably wrong over the grave with all this things going on. Oh well. So I installed Wolfenstein on my computer, and for those of you that don't know, it's kind of like a World War II movie with big Russian machine gun guys and some monsters, and you got to do all this running around. It's fun, but it doesn't seem to want to work quite yet. And if it doesn't, I'll give it to my son. He can try it on his computer. He can get it going. Yahoo for him. And I got some Oro games that I found in the basement when I was doing all the cleanup. So, Jesus, 35 minutes to get there. Plus, I got to find a place to freaking park. So let's haul some ass here. Okay, let's go. Whoosh. Well, you should see the little woman when she steps on the gas. That throws you right back in the chair. Okay, here's some of the cheaper gas. $1.57 and $1.82. Well, it's come down. So it's not $6.90 a gallon anymore. Costco would be about 4 cents less than that. And I'm not so sure if they have diesel at the pumps. times. Or not. Maybe they do. When you buy gasoline only, you don't kind of notice that. Now, some of the hardest hit with diesel prices are the truckers and the farmers. And then all that extra cost of fuel, it just falls on the consumers. That's poor slobs. We'll try Popeyes. You gotta get the coffee first, though. No, Alan, I'm trying to minimize the amount of donuts I stuff in there now. As of Saturday, I've managed to get down a few more pounds. And it's mostly because I don't drink regular pop anymore. Just drink diet ginger ale and no donuts. Try not to anyway. One thing about donuts is I don't like is you put a Boston cream in the bottom of a bag. By the time you get it out, they might have fired it in the bag upside down, so all the chocolate stuck to the bottom of the bag, or stuck to the side, or it's right side up, but you got to feel around the outside of that thing, and you end up getting sticky fingers anyway. And if you're not familiar with all the other kinds of donuts they got, you end up with sticky fingers. Now, Alan, here's a good one for you. It's called maple cream. It's like a Boston cream, but filled with maple flavored Boston cream stuff. It's good, but I don't usually remember that. I doubt very much they got too many Tims down there, but I think it's owned by Burger King. Now, it used to be owned by a guy called Tim Horton. He ain't not around no more. Popeyes, let's see what the lineup's like first. I'll get the coffee, that'll help. That doesn't look too bad. You got Tony's Pizza, Mr. Burger. I gotta go back to the mall because they have burritos there, and man, was that good. Here we are. Oh, we're at the end of the line again. So scanning over there, we're good, which is good because I gotta dig the coffee cards out of my wallet. Okay. And I might as well leave it out. So where to put the coffee cards? Oh, thank God. Okay. Oops. There we go. Don't want anybody panicking because I'm not moving up. I've had people beat me because they didn't move ahead when everybody else kind of moved, like this guy in front of me. Okay, so I don't need that card because I got 25 bucks left on that one, and I got 17 bucks left on this one. And they have a scratch-off area on the bottom, or on the top, and they got the stripe at the other end, side, whatever. So what I do is I usually get a bunch of these cards, for Christmas especially. So what I do is I scratch on the backs of them as they come in. And I only take off one side, and I know which side I took it off on, because I hold the card up like you can read it. Here, I'll show you what I'm trying to say. In the center of the card, this one's scratched. This was the second card I got, and then I scratch on the right-hand side for the third card. So instead of having a bunch of cards worth $2 here and $1 there and whatever, I just get rid of them as soon as I can spend all the money and just feed in the new card to the system. Works good. Now everything will go good here if I don't knock my wallet on the other side of the freaking car. I've done that before. Alright, let's get this going here. Now, what's Circle K? That's a burger joint or something. Chicken maybe, I don't know. Irving. What's he want now? He's $1.60. And looks like $1.26 maybe. I don't know. Don't think so. But regular fuel, it's $1.86 for diesel, and the other one is $1.60.8 or $1.60. It's expensive. So the cheapest place was Johnny's back when I started out this magical tour here. Well, maybe we should turn the heat down now. Fix that. There, 19 should do the trick. Alright. CarQuest. Oh, I need to go. Not going today. I need a new epoxy. Can of WD-40. And there was one other thing that I could use around the house. That contact cement, so far, the birdhouse is still together with a, held together with a piece of plastic cut off of a kid's coat hanger. Okay, here we go. I see the delivery truck hit the east trough there. I wonder if he mentioned it. Alright. Yeah, I even dropped 3% milk down to 2%. Can't go too much lower than that. My wife likes skim milk, and that's just like drywall mud water. It doesn't have a real white, it's kind of gray, soupy stuff. What? Not happening. And at this rate, I should be at my goal weight by 90. Tango. Well, you can pull forward, you know. Must be ordering for the entire office. I've had that happen before. Too bad I don't have an insulated bag. Come on, what's going on there? Then they'll pull ahead and I won't be paying attention. And then they'll beep. Doorcraft guys. I wonder who put it. Oh. There we go. Look at that. Large triple. That's it. Okay, thanks. $2.42. Alright. Oh, look at there's that white car again. Oh, now they gotta load all the coffee into the car. So let's see what goes in here. Looks like one guy in there. Oh, they must be cooking up a storm in there now. They are pretty quick, though. Ooh, that looks good. There's a Boston cream right there. And don't ever get that jalapeno thing they got. That was the grossest thing on the face of the earth. Oh, look at that. Hey, that works. You don't do that, though. You're still old school with some of that. Okay, 2 little bags. Another bag or 2. A latte kind of a thing. And a big cup of coffee. Oh, passing mine out the door. And I think it's roll up the rim today for the next week or so. So you roll up the outside of the rim of the cup and you can win a prize. And I haven't been too lucky on that either. Just take it. Zoom. Thank you. Does it roll up the rim time? Yeah? Okay. Shukriya. Yeah, little Indian girl there. Okay, now, let's get in this place. Let's get by this first. Big Ford Explorer. Well, everybody with these big vehicles will probably be looking for someone to buy them. An old Tesla there. He's just rubbing his fingers together. Thinking, man, did I play that one right? Oh, get out of the way. Okay, now, let's find the lineup thing going on here. Louisiana chicken. There's a few people in there. What the hell is this guy going? Come on. Making up your mind, man. Is there 1 or 2? It's not really clear there, is it? No, we won't do that. Huh, it's a parking spot. I guess. Be happy. Oh, there's this. A Jaguar SUV. Oh, and I gotta figure out what to get. Then we can go. chicken now. Okay, what we got there? Don't want that. Don't want that. There is an awful lot of East Indians, Arabs, and Filipinos in these places now.
Hi, welcome to Good Boys. How can I help you?
I want just 2 sandwiches. Mild,
Just the sandwiches, no combo?
no combo, no.
Okay, just 2 signature sandwiches. Would it be all?
Yes.
Would you like to try one of our apple or strawberry pies?
No.
Okay, it would be $22.98. Please head over to the next window. Thank you.
PK. And that is another East or Indian. I wonder how many guys get sucked into turn into this little place on the left here. Oh, gotta get the old credit card going. Alright. Of course. I need to pull ahead so I can order. Alright, I'll eat mine on the way there. And hopefully I can get home before it sure cools off too much. Oh, can do that too. Let's put on the heated seat. There, that one. Alright, we'll put the heated seat on. That should help. 5 degrees out, unbelievable. Look at it, there's no snow. Wasn't that long ago. This Popeyes reminds me of the Breaking Bad, the guy that had the chicken.
Hi, you have 2 chicken sandwiches?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you want any ketchup or anything in the bag?
Yeah. Did it work?
Give me 1 second.
Yep. Okay. I guess when I pull this damn thing in my back pocket, you gotta put the wallet there because you forget it on the car seat. Thanks, Dick. Have a good one. Alright. Working our way through school. There we go. There's an extra window. It's full of book bags. There we go. Okay, up with the window. And we got ketchup. Nice of her to ask. They don't even give you ketchup here anymore. Well, big boys there. Oh, I forgot. I could have got a chicken sandwich here. Okay, not chicken. I could have got a fish one. Should have did that. Now, let's see. How did they do this? Holy frig, that's huge. Okay, let's try that. And we'll get onto a road. There, just pull. Just gotta go slow. Need a traffic light. Oh, it's a nice tinfoil bag. Just gotta watch out for behind me here. We'll try to rig this guy out. Uh-oh. There's mail. I'm in trouble now. A big pickle and a big chunk of chicken falling out. Come on, where's everybody coming from here? Yummy. Good. Oh. 10% off. You crooks. We have a news journal thing called W5, and they investigate different businesses and things that are going on. They found about these car dealerships. That $30,000 price tag ends up to be a hell of a lot more. In some cases, $15,000 or $20,000 is tacked on. As it was, to get this cheap, we had to pay $500 to bring it down from Quebec. And I don't think so. We can just tack it on, don't tell us. This isn't the hottest chicken sandwich. First time I ever seen a cucumber in one. That's pretty good. I should have pulled over, loaded the old ketchup to it, but we just have to make do. So we'll go this way, over the dam, and that should take us quite a while. High Point Boulevard. Maybe that's a pickle. Here comes the rain. A lot of accidents down here. That stop sign there, when I come out that way, man, it's hard to crank my neck around. Yeah. Now you got to try to find a way home without where there's the least amount of potholes. Oh. Geez, this thing's thick. It's like a triple burger figure. Yeah. I've already rated it down to the wrapper, so I'm having problems here. There's some old farms here on this left side here. Maybe I'll turn this thing around. Yeah. Should have bought two. I was playing some of that Microsoft rewards thing this morning.